international organizations.
The freedom from rinderpest was just the beginning, as the country's veterinarians are bent on expanding the war on other animal diseases, which continues to be a major threat to animal husbandry.
Now our attention is trying to make sure that there is a veterinary services in the Gambia that is able to respond adequately to the needs of the livestock farmers in this country. You all know about the shortages of meat and other livestock products going to other countries, bringing in animals. All those things are concerned. The veterinary services needs to be strengthening.
This victory comes after intense decades-long campaign, spearheaded by the Food and Agricultural Organization and involving an alliance of partners. It is now mission accomplished for what was one time considered imagining the impossible. It is a major breakthrough, not only for science, but for all stakeholders who rally together in combating the disease. Above all, it is a success for veterinary services and the entire veterinary profession. For the FAO, succeeding in throwing one of the world's fierce animal diseases into the dustbin is a vital point scored in the fight to defeat hunger and improve lives through agriculture, whilst it is a site of relief for farmers. Maurice Diallo, GRTS.
We'll be back with more stories after the break.
This is the month of giving. This is the month we reflect upon our lives and spell the name of Allah to fill our souls with faith and love with every step we take, with every smile. We are a nation with a bright future that we walk towards. Hand in hand, as one. We are Africa. Ramadan Mubarak.
Welcome back. A host of tiny Central American states are anxiously waiting to know what the latest wave of seasonal storms will bring with them. Desperate inhabitants in the Dominican Republic, Haiti and Martinique are working frantically to limit damage and misery as Tropical Storm Emily prepares to strike. The Red Cross and other humanitarian agencies are working around the clock to provide relief assistance, but as we hear in this report, many inhabitants say that is not enough.
With the sunshine, it's hard to imagine that a storm is rapidly approaching the island of Hispaniola, which is shared by Haiti and the Dominican Republic. As Tropical Storm Emily gets closer, it is intensifying. It could hit the island within hours. The inhabitants of Hispaniola are preparing for the worst.
I can't even eat with this thing. Every night you have to sleep with one eye open.
On Tuesday, the storm hit Martinique, causing mudslides and killing one person. The southwest of the Dominican Republic was quickly put on red alert. It is difficult, however, to predict which direction Emily will go. The storm could spare the Dominicans and hit the Haitian part of the island. The Red Cross is now taking preventative measures.
The bags of sand have been set out to reduce the water circulation and help the water find its way through the canal. The canal must be clean, of course.
18 months after an earthquake struck Haiti, 600,000 people are still living in tents. In these camps, people don't know if help is on the way or not.
There has not been any preparation by NGOs or the government. We personally take care of ourselves here in the camp. We don't know if there will be something done late this evening or sometime tomorrow, but as of now, there is nothing.
Authorities have opened up schools, churches, and public buildings to provide people with shelter from the storm. However, there is not enough room for everyone. People have been advised to go to friends or families if they can.
We'll be back with more stories after the second break.
Gis nga Diamond Properties ñoo indi xéewal yot nañ la bayil bu ma la waxe nga may tudde nit ay nit dina la ray de bi dina la ray xaral ma wax la wa baax gis nga ñi ma la tuddal ni fañ génné raful pour joxe kétab lëmma kër goo xam ne dafa am 3 master bedroom.
amat kër ga fan la nekk.
mu nga Diamond Estate nekk Old Yundum.
ah déedéet kay.
ñaareeli pire bi xam nga lan la.
déedéet.
oto bu ñoo wax seri jeep 4x4. bu bees tàq. yaa koy daaji si mbuus. ñetteeli price gi.
waaw.
gars yi teg nañ juróomi ticket af Angleterre.
déedéet
yoo xam ne boo amut visa wala bëgguloo dem Angleterre ñu yot la xaalis gi. ñeneenteeli price ñaari junne juróomi téeméeri af Angale ci ñaari téeméeri nit ñu gagné. juróomeeli price gi junneb saakob maale ñu jox ko junneb nit ku ne benn saakob maalo. génneel téeméeri af Angale rek jënd ticket gi. te xam nga lu ci gën a neexam. boo jëndee ticket gi.
waaw
ba pare.
waaw
fa ñam time yoo xam ne fa ñoo nekk si télé gi di def panel discussion nit ñi di woote gi nga boo wootee bañ la na allo.
waaw
gaañal.
ne la allo rek.
salaaw.
ama Diamond Properties. mooy bolom doole xamul ndànk.
Welcome back. The Brazilian city of Rio de Janeiro was the venue of the draw for the qualifiers of the 2014 World Cup. More than 200 FIFA member countries entered in the pot for the draw for the different zones, including Africa. The Gambia was drawn in a group that comprises continental giants, Ivory Coast, Morocco, and the winner of the playoff that pits Minos, Chad, and Tanzania. Ababakar Senghor takes a look at the outcome of the draw in Brazil.
That is the distinctive voice of Brazil's world-famous music composer, Ana Carolina, backed by the legendary multi-Grammy Award winner Ivan Lindsay at the opening of the 2014 World Cup draw that drew the participation of some of the world's top football men and women. Brazil's political leaders, including first female president Dilma Rousseff, joined some of world football's greats in the first of many pre-2014 World Cup activities at this magnificent sports complex in Rio. It was the day for the draw that opens the gate for a busy intervening 2 years of grueling qualifiers across the globe. Football is returning to its traditional home, some more than 60 years after Brazil hosted its first and only World Cup on home soil. Brazil's iconic stars of old and those of today were on hand to provide the lead to the appetizing draw. The names include those of the members of the infamous 1950 Maracanã final team, with Mario Zagallo leading that lineup of stars. There were those stars of the yesteryears, including the likes of Zico, World Cup winning captain Cafu, and the legendary Ronaldo. The present and future of Brazil's football were represented by those like 17-year-old Lucas Piazon and precocious talents of Santos pair of Paulo Henrique Ganso and Neymar. The draw for the Africa zone saw some enticing group fixtures, with Group C particularly proven to throw in the glamour fixture. The Gambia is literally thrown into the lion's den, having to contend with playing against two stellar names in African football in Ivory Coast and Morocco, with Minos in either Tanzania or Chad completing the group. But not so is the case, says the president of the Gambia Football Association, who in his words says he is really looking forward to some thrilling encounters against both Ivory Coast and Morocco without fear. It is optimism at its highest degree.
That's what I used to say. We have to come together, we work together, and we go together. Then we'll achieve what we want. There is a time for that now. It's not time for only for talking. Talking will not solve anything here. So what is important here is let's go for it. And we qualified for the first time. We can do it. And I know when we get the support from everybody here, we'll do it.
The Gambia was a whisker away from the final round of World Cup qualifiers the last time the team entered the series, a feat that was achieved on the backdrop of a wave of public support to the national football team. Support on a similar scale in the coming months, Sidi Kinte says, will help ensure the Scorpions start life in the qualifiers on a stronger footing.
This preparation needs at least one, we need the motivation, and we need to go by the program for the coach, and which we normally work that outside this country. And we have to prepare outside this country and to get all our players together, to get them in time and to be together so that we work as a team, because now is the time for us to start to work as a team. So